And we're back! Welcome to Spitball Media Podcast. This is our weekly look at the top stories in the entertainment landscape. And boy, do we got some big ones to cover today. My name is John Draper. Joining me, the Prince of Philadelphia, very excited for the Eagles postseason Super Bowl chances, is Mr. Shaheen. Shaheen, are you excited for the Birds?
I'm excited that there's a lot of snow on the ground, so they can't burn the whole city down. So a solid portion of it is going to be covered in snow. But yeah, dude, they should start greasing up the poles right now. Fucking cover the horse buttholes because they'll eat the shit. It's gonna get crazy in Philly, man. I mean, I was out there last time. The Phillies made it to the Super Bowl and actually won, and it was fucking crazy. And I was there for the World Series. I mean, people tore down the red lights. They were taking those home and stop signs and turning cars over, all kinds of crazy shit. So
yeah, you just got to win one more to get to the big dance. And of course, he is the king of Ohio. Very excited that they won the national championship, Mr. Bisha O'Brien. Bisha O'Brien, people wanted the Irish to win, and they did not.
Ohio State
walked over them.
Fuck Ohio State. Hell no.
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
It's weird. I live on the border. It's always a crapshoot between if you like Michigan or Ohio. If I had to choose between the two, I don't like Ohio. I'm actually more disappointed. I jumped on the bandwagon for the Lions, and
they
disappointed like always.
They got knocked out pretty quick. Hey, listen, if you're joining us for the first time, thanks for checking us out. We really appreciate it. But please consider going to our Patreon for just $5 a month. You get tons, a metric fucking ton of exclusive content that we add to each and every week. You get 4 bonus shows a month, mini bonus shows, plus 2 exclusive shows, one of which we're covering this weekend. I just got a puppy, so I was a little taken out of action. But you want to go to patreon.com/Spitball Media. $5 a month. It's the most affordable premium program package in the business. And we appreciate the many, many people who have supporting the show on there. And we're going to be dropping our signature show. Isn't that right, Shah? Our signature Q&A, which is really the selling point for the Patreon there.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we haven't done one for a while. I don't know how many months it's been, but it's been a while.
It's been a while.
And, the last few have been, at least 2 hours long. I think one time it went like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
So, definitely lengthy ass shows. You'll get your money's worth, especially for $5, man.
$5 a month. And be sure we're giving them that ID one last time for the Patreon there.
Patreon.com/Spitball Media. Is that what
I thought you were going to tongue twist it like I always do.
I know. I was worried.
You were worried.
But no, it's honestly, I just looked. I think we have just over 200 episodes of this regular show.
Jesus Christ.
It's been 4 years now. Plus, if you think about it, we have like a bonus show every week, plus the monthly shows that we do. And the Hangouts. So, I mean, in off months when we don't have a Q&A or we don't have a bonus supplied by someone from the Patreon community, we do Hangouts or the watch along with, was it Pumpkinhead? That was fun.
Yeah, it was so fun. Halloween.
Yeah, go join.
Yeah. Patreon.com/Spitball Media. Thank you to the many, many people who have contributed and continue to keep the lights on in this place so that I could shave. B-Show, who's hanging out in the chat tonight? We got a big pack show.
Yeah, John JLD 999.
Big fan of John JLD.
Cleric of Chaos is here.
Old school Cleric of Chaos.
Yeah. Chris Matthews.
The Chris Matthews.
Who just got a new job. Congrats, man.
Congratulations to our friend Chris Matthews. Big stuff going on in his life.
Congrats on the new puppy to you.
Thank you.
We got Slave Cheeks.
Love the slave of the cheeks there.
We got Joe Punches. We got Don Stoney.
The Don Stoney. Don Stoney, I got a puppy, but we're recording your show this weekend for the Patreon.
Yep. We got Fatty from the Bayou Geeks. What's up, man?
Oh, our good friend from Bayou Geeks podcast. You got to love Fatty 316.
Hey now, Rich Dow.
Hey now, Rich Dow. Love saying that.
Here we go. Kevco TV is in there.
Old school Kevco TV right there.
And I'm scrolling all the way to the top because I always miss someone.
I know. There's people just jump in. That's usually the time.
It's happening. It's a hip happening place there.
It's a happening place, the old chat. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out. Hope you're having a great time kicking off the year with us. But, the big story today, above anything else, earlier this morning, we got the Academy Award nominations. And boy, Shah, I don't know how to say it. The substance is no longer a fringy, underground, weirdo horror movie. It is a major, major player.
Dude, I honestly, I didn't see it coming, man. I didn't. I thought it was gonna win for like best like makeup effects or something like that. Maybe. Going for best picture is kind of fucking hard, dude. That's
Jesus Christ.
they're letting their nuts hang, dude. You know, maybe Demi Moore's tits hang, but
Well,
I'm
yeah.
happy for it, man. You know, Substance was my favorite movie of last year. I actually just bought the 4K; it just came in yesterday, so I have to
Wow.
check it out again.
Yeah, I mean, B show. I mean, we'll get to all of its accolades, but right. I mean, my God, it's a shock, right? I mean,
Jesus,
there's no
look at this. Look at all the nominations it's gotten. This isn't just what we're talking about with the Oscars. This is
global.
Academy, Cannes, Palme d'Or, European
Yeah,
Film Award.
yeah.
I mean, if you're not watching, first of all, if you're not watching us on YouTube, you're missing out.
Mm,
But if you're listening at home on the chat, or sorry, I'm getting all fucking flustered.
that's okay.
I'm scrolling on Google through all the nominations for awards that this movie has gotten. It's 4 deep in a column, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Jeez.
13, 14. There's like
Wow.
16 columns of 4 in a column
Well,
of nominations for this movie.
obviously, you know, the major leagues here is the Academy Awards. I would say Cannes is probably right below that. Personally, I would rather win a Palme d'Or than a Best Picture, but that's just me. But Shah, I mean, in all honesty, um, when you saw this film, honest, let's just be honest now. When you saw the movie, were you thinking this was going to get 5 major Academy Award nominations?
No, like I'm telling you, the only thing that I saw movie coming is for special effects. Like that's the only category that I really saw them giving any
Even
credit.
Demi, you were like, probably not.
Really, I didn't think she was going to get anything. You know what's funny? I just watched the Toxic Avenger, the OG one.
Oh,
I just got the whole box set on 4K. So I just
that's fantastic.
never realized how similar it is to the Substance. As
Yeah.
far as, dude, they
Yeah.
might have been inspired by Toxic Avenger. I didn't even make
Yeah.
that. I watched it and I'm like, wait, this is very similar because I was watching it with my ex and she pointed it out. She was like, yo, this is like a shitty version of the Substance. Action,
The
she's
shitty
watching it for the
Substance
first
is
time.
would be a great
Well, she's
name.
watching it for the first time in 2025. Imagine watching a trauma movie for the first. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen. Oh, shout out to Robbie Richmond and of course Mike Roche. B show. Last thing on your mind when you saw this movie. I mean, you may have been thinking Demi. Like, yeah, Demi might get the nod, but Best Picture, Best Director, Best Leading Actress, and I think it's got 5 nominations. But we'll go through it. We'll go through it, of course.
It's definitely 5. Now, I think I told Sam this earlier. It was like, I thought that she would get maybe a token nomination because she's an older woman, and they talked about how she felt like she was going to hang it up, and she took some chances. So I thought maybe they would give Demi Moore something, almost like an achievement award type of thing, and to get nominated for 5.
Yeah,
I mean,
can we
sense.
pull up? Let's pull up. I mean, look, if you haven't seen The Substance yet, we've been obsessed about it. We're not the only people, obviously, obsessed about it. For quite some time, it was at the top of pretty much all of our lists for the most part, I believe. For 2024, at the very least, it was a 1 or 2, and most people's 1 or 2, as far as that goes. But if we could pull it up, because to me, Shah, I think one of the things I'm really excited about is the Best Director nomination for I never pronounce her name, but
Carly Farragut.
Farragut, is that her name?
I think so. Carly Farragut.
I mean, Shah, like Best Director.
Again, I'm fucking shocked, dude. Like Nosferatu, I saw as like Best Director, maybe. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
The Substance. Although, I mean, there is like beautiful shots in there. Like, I get
it. It's a beauty. Yeah, there's a lot of great things in there.
Especially like the hallway shots. Like, I get it. There's a lot of dope scenes in there.
Well,
but I mean, we're talking about the Academy. You know what I mean? This is not.
This is the World Series.
No joke, man. This is high level shit right here.
Yeah, Bisha, let them know what it got nominated for today. This is just so shocking to talk about.
Academy Award nominations were Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Makeup and Hairstyling.
I mean, what? Okay, before we get into any more detail, I just want to ask the two of you. Shah, are you surprised that Margaret Qualley did not get nominated?
No, because if you remember, I said I think Demi's gonna get anything. Like I don't think because Demi had to really carry that movie for the most part.
Oh yeah.
She's the one that really had to get in character for the most part. I feel like so. And Demi's she's well known. She's been nominated before. Like it just made sense for me anyway.
Bisho, did you expect to see Margaret Qualley's name get mentioned today?
No, not really.
Okay.
It was more of a centerpiece for Demi Moore and Margot Qualley. I'm sorry, she did a good job, but
Mm,
her part was like, "Hey, look, I'm a hot piece of ass," and it's like, "Oh yeah, you are a hot piece of ass." Okay. The emotional impact, drawing out of that character, and the
mhm.
desperation, and the falling down, for lack of a better word, mentally really shown through from Demi Moore. So, not surprised there.
Right.
Best director I could see
Yeah.
because, like you guys said, not just the set pieces, but like the wide angle lens. Like there was some really like
Great choices.
evoking like this disturbing feeling from your gut, like the way they show Dennis Quaid with like chomping on
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah. I
shrooms
said,
and
yeah. The way every man is, except for that one guy, is a piece of shit and like, kind of fucked up and and Shah, how about fucking best original screenplay? I mean, I feel like that's a very attainable award.
That one I can definitely see. I didn't even really think about that, but to add to what Bisho was saying, not to just echo what he's saying, but I do feel like Demi had to really get in character, whereas Quayle, she just kind of had to. I don't want to discredit her, but she kind of just had to exist and just be her. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whereas Demi, I feel like she really the acting came across much more than Quayle. But hey, man, as far as original screenplay, like I didn't even think about that, but I could see them winning that. I mean, best picture,
Yeah.
that's I don't really think that's
No,
gonna
no,
happen.
no, no,
Like that would fucking change the
no,
world.
no. I, I,
Best
I think,
actress,
yeah.
no. Best
Well,
director, I don't see that either.
well,
Screenplay,
hair and makeup, I think is a possibility as well. We're gonna
yeah,
go
because I
through
mean,
the
makeup,
major
it was all practical.
nominations. Yeah, we're gonna
Makeup
go through
isn't
the
just
major nominations.
beauty. Makeup counts as the practical effects too. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But really, I mean, this is a huge story. One of the things I noticed about the nominations was most of these films people did not see. Now, I just saw A Real Pain last weekend. That is the Jesse Eisenberg movie where Kieran Culkin, and I sat with my wife and my children, and I said, Kieran Culkin's going to get nominated for an Academy Award for this movie. And I was right. Let's throw some love to some of the other, not the major nominations, obviously. Now there's other big stories, obviously smaller films, that Netflix musical that everyone says is a piece of shit got nominated for a lot of stuff. They're saying it's possibly one of the worst movies to get such accredited nominations. But Honora also, guys, which we have been talked about quite a bit, major awards there. Bisho, let's go with the supporting actor there. We'll run through the majors here.
Yura Borisov
Yeah,
from
it's for
Anora.
Honora. He plays like a Russian gangster there, I think.
Yeah, Kieran Culkin, as you mentioned, for A Real Pain.
Hmm.
Edward Norton for A Complete
Yeah,
Unknown.
he plays Pete Seeger in the Bob Dylan biopic, which I heard is very good.
Guy Pearce from The Brutalist.
Brutalist is the A24 movie that's probably going to sweep the Oscars.
Jeremy Strong from The Apprentice.
Now, an interesting thing here, you guys probably aren't aware of this, but both Jeremy Strong and Kieran Culkin played brothers on one of my favorite modern TV shows, Succession. And they both have won numerous awards for it. So it's fascinating. Jeremy Strong, I think, plays Roy Cohen, the lawyer for the Trump family, famous New York lawyer. No one's seen this Apprentice movie. A Complete Unknown is probably, the most successful film here. I've seen Complete Unknown. No, excuse me. I've seen A Real Pain. That's the only movie I saw. So, but I'm rooting for Kieran Culkin there. But The Brutalist, Shah, as you know, is A24's big film here. I mean, it's nominated in every almost category for A24.
and you know what, man? I used to be obsessed with A24, and I still am. I used to buy every single movie they came out with. I'm sure this movie's going to be amazing. 3.5 hours of
Yeah,
it, though.
yeah, 3.5 hours
That's a
post World War
daunting
II
task,
movie.
dude. That
Yeah,
seems like an impossible task for me at this point. Because 3.5 hours, I don't even know if I can give that to fucking Ari Aster again. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm.
let alone a drama like this. But yo, Bisho, can you put me on the big screen real quick? I'll do a cheap plug since we're talking about the substance real quick.
Oh
So
yeah.
for this month, I did this art piece.
Oh
for the
my
first-
God.
Nice.
for the
Oh
physical media
my
aspect.
God. And Shah,
Go ahead and check that out.
where can people get this?
Amazon. Yeah, you can
Oh
buy it directly on
my
Amazon.
God. You
It's got
better be
it's an
promoting
actual
this.
magazine. It's got tons of articles about movies and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, go check it out.
Wow.
You can get it in
All right.
stores too. Certain record stores, vinyl stores carry it. But you can definitely get it on Amazon. Get
That
shipped right
cover
to
is
your house.
ridiculous.
$10.
Jesus
Yeah, it's probably my
Christ.
favorite cover. By the way, we're doing
Wow.
a David Lynch cover next. So David Lynch is next month.
Wow.
So
Good Lord.
excited for that.
That is
Nice.
amazing. The best costume design there, B Show. I mean, that,
Mhm.
what do we got there?
A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
Yeah, I think Wicked, they'll get to give some technical awards, but
Yeah, that'll win some shit.
yeah. But by the way, Gladiator 2, guys, is now on Paramount Plus. If anybody is
nice.
interested, it is now officially on Paramount Plus. Best original score. This is interesting, B Show, because I think they have a potential. There's some potential here for for a wild card win.
Yeah, Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
The Wild Robot is a cartoon movie that is incredibly popular. Supposedly, it's brilliant. A lot of famous people attached to it. I feel like that could be a wild card there. But that's a little disappointing. Some of the scores. I think we've heard. Shah, I actually expected to see some more of the smaller market films in the score. Like we've had some pretty solid scores this year.
Honestly, I think Smile 2 was probably my favorite one from this
Oh,
year.
it's fucking great. What about the Substance score?
I don't remember it as much as Smile 2.
Smile 2 was fucking great. What a great movie.
Smile 2 was the one that really kind of left an impact on me. So
Oh, for
probably my
sure.
favorite
Yeah.
one.
And Robbie Richmond brings up Challengers. That is the one that Trent Reznor and his partner there, he does all of his music with. I forget his name. He has the same name as a famous
Atticus Ross?
Atticus Ross. Yeah, Atticus Ross. Yeah. But Challengers looks like a shit movie. Okay, so we have Best Makeup and Hairstyling. That's the Substance is nominated there against
Yeah,
Wicked,
The Different Man, Amelia
Nosferatu.
Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance.
Amelia Perez is that
Wicked.
musical with the transgender gangster that they really want people to like, but I've seen clips of it and it looks like it was written in my high school.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Is everyone in the chat is saying the same thing? I'm not hearing anything good about that movie, and I don't know
Nothing.
anything. I don't know enough about it, and I was trying to figure out if it was just like people who don't want it to be good because.
It's
or if
possible,
it's
yeah,
really
because
not
it's
good.
transgender star. But I heard some of the songs. It sounds like it was written in my high school when we used to do sing competitions. It's just a piece of shit.
I saw I saw one short scene on GMA this morning when my wife was watching it, and it was like this weird half-ass choreography. So
Yeah, it
I'll
looks
buy that.
like a Saturday Night Live sketch. Shah, do you think Nosferatu has a shot here? I mean, I think, like I said, they're going to give Wicked and some awards.
I mean, I would like to see Nosferatu win something. Just
Yeah.
I'm a little biased. I like Robert Eggers.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna win that though. I think it's going for costume and design. I think it has
Yes.
the potential to win that one.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
which, by the way, is another horror nomination. So let's not lose
Yeah.
sight of that, guys. It is. We can skip the action short film, B Show. I want to get to the majors here. Animated film. I'm sorry. Can you go to the animated? I'm just curious what the animated films were. Oh, short film. Yeah, I don't know any of that. Adapted screenplay. Okay, so that's interesting. Nickel Boys, never heard of it. Sing Sing, that's a very popular movie about the Shakespeare program in prison. Amelia Perez is the Netflix musical that we mentioned. Conclave, we had covered Conclave when we saw the trailer, and A Complete Unknown. I mean, these are adapted from books and some other things. I got no strong feelings about that. I don't think
Which
any of
one
us
is
saw anything.
Conclave?
Conclave is about where they have to pick a new pope, like the pope dies. It's very heavy, yeah. Here we go. So let's look at this best original screenplay shot. I feel like this is a meat here.
Nora.
Yeah, we've talked. None of us have seen it. We all know that Shah and I are big fans of Sean Baker's previous work.
And I know, I believe the adorable Drew Yari saw it. He said it was really good too.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Nora. I'm excited to see it. The Brutalist, like we said, B Show. It's a 3.5 hour post World War II movie.
Yeah. A Real Pain.
I enjoyed it. It's not a great movie. It's good, but the performances were really stand out.
September 5. I've heard nothing about this one.
Nothing about this. And
then,
the Substance.
Of course, the Substance.
Shot. I'm looking at this on paper, and if the Brutalist doesn't sweep, then I think Substance got a shot.
I mean, kind of makes me sad seeing it going against the Brutalist, just because I'm hearing so much hype about that movie.
Yeah,
I don't see it defeating the Brutalist, but
yeah,
I would love to see them win the screenplay though. I think that's obtainable, maybe.
Yeah, but Shah, they like Sean Baker's never really got any credit for his work.
That's what I was going to ask you. Which one was Nora? I know Criterion.
That's the stripper who runs away with the Russian gangster kid in Brooklyn.
Okay, okay. Because Criterion just announced it, and I wanted to get it. Just
Yeah,
it's a
we
neon
played the
movie.
trailer. Yeah, yeah. That's Mikey Madsen. She got nominated too. Shah, both her and Margaret Qualley are in Once Upon a Time in Los Angeles. They're Manson family members, along with Sydney Sweeney, and it's just so crazy that he casted all these people as stars now. All right, here's a big swing and dick category. B.
Best Supporting Actress,
Mhm.
Monica Barbaro for A Complete
She
Unknown.
plays Joan Baez. I heard she's very good in that movie.
Ariana Grande for
No
Wicked.
chance in hell they're giving this fucking weirdo an award. No fucking chance in hell.
Felicity
Have you
Jones
seen
for
her
The
recently?
Brutalist.
She looks crazy now, man.
She needs to
Yeah.
eat something. So she better eat. Better have
Was it you
area.
who called her anorexic grande or something like that?
Yeah, anorexic grande is a good
There
name
you
for
go.
her.
Well, the award that she's holding, man, she's shaped like the award at this point. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, they
kind
might
of
have to give it to her. And then
Her and the other girl from Wicked, the witch, when they do press together,
it's
they
so
look like
uncomfortable.
two old, like withered people that Shang Tsung took the souls
They
out
look
of.
like old witches.
Yes.
Felicity Jones in The Brutalist again. This is the 3.5 hour post World War II movie. Isabella Rossellini in Conclave. I've heard nothing but good things about Conclave, and Robbie Richmond said it was very good. It's a thriller. And then, of course, Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. She just won a Golden Globe. Gotta say, this looks fairly weak. I think this is where The Brutalist starts walking over people.
I mean, I I love A24, man. I don't want them to just kind of sweep the whole thing. And you know what? I take that back because I want them to make money so they can make more shitty horror
Yeah,
movies that I'll
yeah.
enjoy.
There you go.
So maybe fuck it. Maybe The Brutalist, maybe win everything. So A24 can put out more horror movies next year.
Now,
That's
Show,
what they rely on. You know, they rely
yeah,
on these movies to be able to make movies like Men that don't make any money back. You know,
yeah, there
so
you go. And that's why we can get more movies like Men.
exactly.
B Show, have your kids and your spouse seen Wicked?
No, there's been no
Oh,
interest.
there you go.
My wife hates musicals, and my kids aren't really into that at
Well,
this
there you
point.
go. Okay.
So no, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Ariana Grande for this just to give
No,
Wicked
no
something.
chance. She's no chance.
Is she terrible in that movie? Okay.
No, she's not getting an award over some of these people. It's just not
Okay.
fucking happening. Best original song. Now here's an interesting thing, guys. They announced that there would be no performance of best original song on the Oscars. So you're not gonna have to see any of this shit. But B Show, it looks pretty shitty.
Yeah, I mean that Amelia Perez movie
Mm.
again, the 6888, which I don't even know what that
I don't know what
is.
that is.
Sing Sing.
Yeah.
So two songs from Amelia Perez got nominated for the same category. That's funny.
Mm. And
And then Elton John, Never Too Late.
Don't even know what that is. Shah, do you remember like back in the day, like best original song was like a big deal? Like it was like they were like hits, and now it's just like shit you never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a single one of these movies or songs, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
well, consider yourself lucky. Now, I did not see any of these documentaries, and I don't think anyone else here did either. So we could skip that. The short films, best international feature film. Can I just see what they put in that category? The Girl with the Needle. Okay, do you guys remember that was one of those that that was on that list of top foreign horror movies where we covered that weird list? You guys remember that?
I can't say I do know.
Be sure
You
remember.
sure we covered that? I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
I'm
We
positive.
did.
That
I remember the
title.
name. The name. I just don't remember what it
I
was
think it's a
about.
sketchy, like religious movie, if I'm remembering this properly. I was just curious. Now, again, best animated feature. Bisho, usually I look forward to this category, but this year not so much.
No, the only two I even know about are really The Wild Robot and Inside Out 2. Although I do know what Wallace and Gromit is.
Yeah, of course.
I've not seen any of those. Flow, I have no idea. And Memoir of a Snail, I have no idea about either.
No idea. Shah, you a Wallace and Gromit guy?
I actually don't know any of these. I don't even know what a Wallace and Gromit is.
Oh,
But Memoir of a Snail, that actually sounds interesting. Like that's something.
yeah, I saw a trail. I saw a cute. It looks very cute, by the way.
It's probably going to be sad though, right?
It looks very, very cute. But yeah, Spider-Man, Superman was scrubbed from documentaries, Kevco. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that Christopher Reeve thing, and I had a very hard time watching it. I had to turn it off. It was just too much. It was just very, very heavy to watch. Film editing, who gives a fuck? Production design, I don't really know what the fuck that means. Sound, who cares? Visual effects, here we go. B-Show, horror again at the Oscars.
Alien Romulus on the top of the list.
Who had that on their list for special effects?
Not a fucking chance.
Holy shit! Now, did you guys beat a show? Did you know this got nominated?
No, not until I think you mentioned that it got nominated for something. I had no idea what it was before we went on.
Okay. Shah, did you know it got nominated today for best special effects?
Yeah, I actually did see that. I did see that.
Okay.
I think there was a list of horror movies that got nominated that came out. Maybe Bloody Disgusting put it out. But they mentioned Alien and Nosferatu and The Substance.
Okay. So, Bisha, what's the cat? What is its competition here? This is fascinating to me.
Better Man.
That's the Robbie Williams movie.
Dune Part 2.
I'm surprised it's not nominated for more technical awards.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which I heard.
Wow,
is really
so I've
good.
seen a bunch of these movies.
And then Wicked.
Okay, so on paper, I heard the special effects for Wicked. There's a color issue with a lot of these things. The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes looks really good. Dune Part 2, I'm going to be honest here. Dune Part 2 is gorgeous. Like, it's fucking gorgeous. Shot, Alien Romulus. I don't think it has a shot.
I was going to say the same thing. I don't think it has a shot at all. I think it's going to be a toss-up between Dune and probably Wicked. Those are probably the two. I haven't seen either one, but just based on the trailer, I think people are going to probably gear towards those. But I mean, it's cool that Alien's mentioned, but it doesn't have a chance, though.
Yeah, Wicked, is, like I said, I think they're going to give it technical awards. But Bisha, what do you, if you had to pick one here, would you go with Wicked just with the heavy favorite?
Yeah, this might be the token one they give him because they can't really give him anything else with the stack competition.
Well, here's hoping they don't give them anything else.
True.
Here's hoping.
Cinematography, Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu.
Shot. Now, I have to say, I think Nosferatu, again, unless there's a massive sweep here with Brutalist, which does seem possible. They do love to sweep some of these with the big movies there. Nosferatu has a shot. I'm going to go on the level. I'm going to go on and say it. I think it's got a shot.
I don't think it does. I think it should, but I think Dune is definitely going to win this one as far as cinematography. I would love to see Nosferatu because I think it's well deserved. Like, I think that movie, I might have some issues with it, but I think the cinematography was fucking flawless. Like, that movie looked absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure Dune does too. I haven't seen it, but based on the popularity of it, all the hype that I've heard, and just watching the trailer alone, I get it. You know what I mean? I think Dune's going to win that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to win something, right? Backwards Baron Corbin is there. Should we call you Tom Postic now? Whatever he's going by that name. B-Show, who are you picking in this category?
Oh, man. See, I haven't seen Dune, so I can't tell. I really loved, as we talked about a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked out our deep dive on Nosferatu from late last year, go check that out. It's a really good episode. I love that a lot. I haven't seen Dune or the other movies, so I don't know. I have no idea. I'm still curious to see like what's so great about this Amelia Perez movie, because now it's nominated for best cinematography. So like, are the sets really good? Is it filmed really well? I mean, it seems to be that someone wants it to get a lot of love, but I'm not hearing good things. So I have no idea in this case.
Yeah, I don't. Have you seen Dune 1, the first one?
No.
I feel like I should watch those. If I gave it a shot, I'd probably like it. I think it just reminds me too much of Star Wars, and I think that's what turns me off. But then again, I watched David Lynch's Dune, and I was on Robitussin, and I had the time of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was fucking... Dude, that was one of my favorite nights in my whole life, man. In my entire fucking existence. Robitussin and Dune was the best combination.
Wow.
It's fucking
Dunatussin.
Yeah. Don't recommend it, though. Don't do it. Just saying.
No, don't do it. Here we go, guys. Best actor. We're just gonna get the majors out of it, and then we'll move on here.
Yeah, Adrian Brody from The Brutalist.
Again, like I said, it seems like this is the movie that's sweeping the Oscars.
Timothy Chalamet for A Complete
Playing
Unknown.
the young Bob Dylan there in the biopic.
Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing.
This is a movie about men incarcerated that are allowed to take part in the Shakespearean program. It looks like a great film. I'm very excited to see it.
Ralph Fiennes.
Ray. It's pronounced Ray, B-Show, just so you know. It's Ray Fiennes.
It says Ralph.
I understand that, but it's pronounced Ray.
That's so stupid.
Well, you're not as cultured as I am. What do you want me to fucking tell you?
Shit. Ralph Ray Fianiaza. Now there you go. I'll fuck up the
And
last name too.
Conclaves.
Conclavi. Yes.
Yeah, again, this is one of those big. We did cover the trailer. I'm interested in seeing it, but somebody kind of ruined it for me already.
It's all right. And then Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice.
Now, for people that don't know Sebastian Stan, who just won a Golden Globe for that other movie with the man with the facial deformity, plays a young Donald Trump in The Apprentice. And unfortunately, the studios were just not willing to carry it on the risk of the now president upsetting the now president. So, Shah, I think Adrian Brody is a former Oscar winner. He's nowhere near where he was when he won for the piano, whatever movie a bunch of years ago there. We played the piano player, whatever fuck. They do. A lot of people do. Can't see Timothy Chalamet winning. I would say this is a two-man race between Coleman Domingo and Adrian Brody.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely go with Brody. I think the Brutalist is once again. I think A24 is gonna sweep fucking clean, dude. I really do.
Yeah, I really believe that. I think they're gonna walk over everybody. Oh, shout out to our good friend Mr. Anderson is chilling.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
But can you believe that? Just a couple of years ago, Shah's just knocking on the door. Hey, A24, this is
the studio is making the best movies.
Yeah, and now they're gonna clean sweep. That's amazing.
Yeah, Bisho, if you had to pick, who you picking there?
I think you're right with the clean sweep. Adrian Brody's a good actor, man.
Yeah, and he, like I said, he's a former winner there. Best actress, here we go.
Cynthia Erivo from Wicked.
It's possible. I think they want to give her something.
Yeah. Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia
Now, this is
Perez.
the first transgender female ever to be nominated for such a high award. But again, this is not considered a very good film, and many people have not seen it.
Mickey Madsen for Honora.
It's pronounced Mikey. And
Mickey.
No, Mikey. It's
damn, Bisha, you're uncultured as fuck.
Yeah.
Mackie?
Look,
McKay?
Honora, again, I don't see her getting this, but let's see.
Demi Moore for The Substance.
We're hoping.
And Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here.
Don't even know what that is. We're all rooting for Demi here. Do we think Demi's getting it, Bisho?
I think they're either going to win Best Actress or Best Makeup Effects.
Okay. I worry they're going to want to give it to the creepy witch there in Wicked. Shah, we're rooting for Demi. What are we thinking, though, if you had to put your money on it?
I'll probably say Carla, even though I haven't seen the movie at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just going to push for that for the reasons you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Demi Moore winning this. Like Bisho said, I can see them winning for special effects or maybe.
Yeah, but Shah, look what they gave it to Jamie Lee for that movie. Like they love giving like the older person their due who never got nothing. She never won nothing. Demi Moore. She never.
That's actually a fair point.
They love doing that. They love it, Hollywood.
Fuck it, you sold me on it, man. All right, let's go with Demi Moore.
All right,
but I do think they love the creepy little wicked chick, though.
They do. They want her to be something, but she's too off.
Yeah, that's a good Oscar moment for them too. You know what I mean? Demi Moore going up there after fucking 30 years of acting.
Yeah, the standing O,
they'll go viral. You know.
And I just want to point this out: both Demi Moore and Mikey Madsen did some pretty hardcore nudity in these films, which I'm fairly certain the other people did not. Best director, B-Show.
We got Sean Baker for Honora.
Me and Shah, big fans of some of his previous work there.
Brady Corbett for The Brutalist.
I don't know. I'm getting that vibe.
James Mangold for A Complete Unknown.
That is the Bob Dylan biopic.
Jacques Audouard. Amelia
This
Perez.
is the French guy who made the Mexican movie that there's not a lot of Mexicans in.
Say I'm uncultured. I pronounced that name right. Coralie Farragut for The Substance.
Okay, Shah, I think The Brutalist is just going to brutalize every category it's in.
Yeah, I mean, I feel boring just repeating the same thing, but I just really don't see anybody else winning it, man. Maybe Sean Baker.
That would be wild, Shah. Sean Baker wins for Nora.
He reminds me of like a younger Paul Thomas Anderson. You know what I mean? He's PTA essentially. You know, if you've seen Red Rocket and Florida Project, like they're very much like Paul Thomas Anderson movies.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see Nora. I know Criterion's putting it out on 4K. Best believe I'm buying it. You know,
I'm curious to see the nude scenes. B-Show, gun to your head. What are you thinking? It does feel kind of like this Brutalist being nominated in every category, and we know how they love that too.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they'll give it to The Substance, but Anora was a very, very, I don't want to say underdog movie, but it was one of those artsy movies that a lot of people were talking about.
Yeah,
So,
it's gritty.
yeah. So I don't know, and I did not know that Mikey Madsen did nudes in that movie, so I want to see
Oh
that
yeah,
going
she plays a
forward.
prostitute. Yeah, of course she's doing news in that fucking
Mhm.
movie. Prostitute is a woman you pay.
Chuck says
Shout
The
out to
Brutalist is a Milli Vanilli of movies.
yeah, that yeah, Chuck is chilling, and of course Jarek Braxton, an old friend of mine, there is chilling. He thinks Demi's going to win. I haven't seen The Brutalist, like we haven't seen it, but here we go, the best picture, and then we're going to move on here. Big cat. I mean, of course, it's been 10 films for the last bunch of years.
It's pretty much a lot of the movies we just talked about. Anora the Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked.
Okay, so half of these movies have no chance, and we all know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But Conclave is a wild card movie. It's got a lot of deep performances in it. And if gun to my head, Brutalist, Heart, Substance. Shah?
Yeah, I'm gonna once again go with the Brutalist.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to switch it up, but I don't see anybody else winning that. Maybe Anora again. That's like the wild card, I guess. But I mean, I don't see Dune winning that. You know, I don't see Substance winning. I will tell you though, man, it makes me like I can't tell you how sincerely happy I am that the Substance is getting so many nominations.
It's great.
That opens the door for horror for next year so much.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
kicked the door open, and
Yeah,
you know,
because movies like Hereditary, if that came out today, dude,
oh my
that
God,
would
it would be
nominated.
high
That
art.
would
Everyone would be like the movie no one is talking about,
Yeah.
but should be.
Mm-hmm.
Even a movie like
Absolutely.
Men, I wouldn't be surprised if a random movie like that got 1 or 2 nominations. You know?
Yeah. So a B show, gun to your head and your heart. What are you thinking?
I would hope that it would be for The Substance, just the horror fan in me, but I'm thinking Brutalist A24 is going to crush it.
Yeah.
But I think that was the biggest thing I took away from this was not necessarily, everything and everyone who was nominated. It was just that horror movies are receiving so much love because year after year, there's always a film that pops up that's a cut above the other ones. It's not just a B movie. It's not
Yeah.
just schlocky. It's really good. There's good performances. There's good art to it, and they always get snubbed. And it's always like, man, when is the Academy? Even though, as someone said in the chat, some people don't give much credence to the Academy, but it's like, when is the industry going to recognize that it's not all just pulpy B movie trash? And to see the stacked year we had last year, where we had a hard time picking our top 5, and now all these movies are getting love and nominations, and it's a really cool thing to see. I mean, it's bordering on. Part of me is like, oh man, does that mean like regular people are going to start jumping on the bandwagon? That kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see something that you love that goes so underappreciated for so
Absolutely.
long getting the nod.
Yeah, and like what Shah you point out too, it does seem like this is not an anomaly. And and listen, I'm this is going to sound very foolish, but I feel like there were several women this year that should have been nominated for awards from horror films. Okay, and whether it was you can make an argument for the girl from Strange Darling. You can make an argument for the girl from Scream. I keep calling it Scream from Smile too. I mean, these really intense. I mean, it was never going to happen. Or what's her face from Long Legs. And I think Demi, if she wins this shot, I could conceivably see her saying, mentioning that, I never thought I'd win this award, let alone for a movie like this.
And that's why you kind of changed my mind because like that's a moment I can see the Oscars wanting that. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine?
Yeah, because I mean, dude, that's a
Jesus
clip that you're
Christ.
gonna see on Twitter for the next month. You know what I mean? Every movie fan is gonna repost that, and they're smart, man. The Academy, they want to be viral. They don't need it necessarily. Everybody knows what it is, but
They do kind of
they
need
need
it.
that.
It doesn't
Yeah,
have
they
the
need that
star
online
power.
presence. It's not what it used to be. So like anything
Yeah.
that'll make them go viral, and it makes sense, and they can please the horror crowd. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe they can get some of those people to start watching it again.
Who are
because-
the new comic book crowd carrying the industry
Right.
financially for profit, right? And B Show, let's not forget when Jamie Lee won a couple of years ago, she mentioned the genre films. She went there. I mean, she did say, "I want to thank the people from the genre films."
She did, but that's also because she's been an asshole, and people have accused her
Yeah,
of
she's a
using
bit of a
horror
douche,
movies as
but
her own personal
she's a
like
little,
credit line. So,
Yeah.
but I get it, and it is kind of true.
Credit line.
It is, man. Like every time she's down on her luck, it's like she whips out the American Express fucking Michael
Yeah.
Myers edition.
Yeah.
But to be fair, she did, and I think there's been like a domino effect of things leading to this moment. And to be honest, I would say the re-release of Halloween, her being involved, her getting the award for was it everything everywhere
Everything
all at
everywhere
once.
all at once.
I think this is all kind of in that same twisted hairball of a universe. So, I got to give my props to her. So yeah, Demi Moore, I could see them doing this. Plus, the Academy, like I said, doesn't have the greatest view from the outside as far as being political or why they give
Or
awards to certain
diverse.
people.
Yeah,
So
and they don't. They have a look. I mean, look. Let's be frank here, Shah. The Academy Awards has a pretty historically shitty level of diversity in its awards. It just does. It's just no other way to say it.
That's why I was saying that's another reason I can see that the transgender woman winning it just for.
I just don't think enough people have seen the film, and it's a Netflix movie.
I don't either. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Netflix film, and it's not a box office film. I think Wicked and The Brutalist are going to probably take out a lot of people. But I'm very proud of The Substance. All of us were moved by it when we saw it immediately, but we never thought we'd be talking like we're talking right now, like ever. And by the way, who knows what we're going to say in a month and a half when the Oscars get a month when we could be sitting here going, holy fucking shit. The game has changed. Horror movies are going to be taken more seriously now forever. So it's good for the industry. But yeah, I wish I saw more of these films. And none of them are blockbusters except for Wicked, really. So keep that in mind. But anyway, we got a few trailers. Some interesting trailers came out this week. We're going to go over a few of them, and then we have a bunch of stuff to get to in the post show. Now, there's Neon's Hell of a Summer. So speaking of Neon, now Neon has put up some pretty significant horror films in the last couple of years. They've sort of where A24 has gone more artsy and possibly more mainstream. Neon's going, fuck that. We're going to make some weird horror movies. Now, young actor Finn Wolfhard, which I still can't believe is a real name, many people know from his work on Stranger Things. He's also a part of the Ghostbusters franchise. But he wrote a movie. He wrote a teen style horror film. He co-wrote it with somebody else, and Neon picked it up. It's called I'm sorry. It's called Hell of a Summer, and we're gonna play the trailer for you guys right now.
You're 24 years old and you're still going to summer camp.
That's
I'm
fucking
working
weird.
at camp.
Which way are we going? How many summers does a guy get
This
to
is
spend
clearly
here?
the 80s.
A lot.
It's an
Apparently.
adult summer camp. It's so fucking weird.
Neon.
I know a few of you are first-time counselors. Phones go in the basket. Let's also remember, no drinking, no
it's not
smoking.
80s.
Let's get
Oh, maybe
fucked up.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Shannon.
We were talking by the fire, and
Does head mean anything to you?
She blew you?
What? No, I blew her.
Oh shit, that's the dude from
That's Finn Wolfhard. He wrote the movie.
yeah.
Mike. Oh, fuck. What is happening right now?
A killer on the loose.
What?
Hello? She's dead!
What's going on?
Jason's saying that Demi's been killed.
You guys stole my fucking murder mystery party idea, didn't you?
All right, let's pause this for a second.
No one knows where.
So, Shah, the Finn Wolfhard kid, he wrote it. He wrote the movie.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's young. I don't think he's as young as we think he is, but he's maybe like 20. I don't even know if he's 20. I have no idea how young he is.
He's definitely 20 by now, dude. Yeah, he's probably in his 20s, early 20s.
He's 47 because that's how long it's taken to finish Stranger Things. But go ahead.
I really like it's giving me like nostalgic vibes because like I was never a big slasher guy or these teen movies, but I watched so many of them when I was a kid. So like it kind of just I have a soft spot for it, even though it's not my favorite genre.
Me too.
But I do still kind of miss these movies. Although I will say it kind of just reminds me of like a neon weird version of Sleepaway Camp, minus like the ball sack. It's like, kind of what I'm getting at.
I got bodies vibe. I don't know why.
Yeah, I
like
can
a
see that,
camp
too.
version of bodies. B-Show, it's obviously like a dark comedy horror film. I mean, it's a slasher. They're calling it a slasher movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
B-Show's unhappy that they're pissing on the genre.
No, I mean it is what it is. It's not high art, so I mean, do what
Oh,
you want to do.
no.
But I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a goofy, more lighthearted version of The Burning or
Oh,
Sleepaway
God.
Camp or Friday the 13th.
Yeah, some
don't know.
people
I think it's
say
gonna switch
all-
though. I think we're halfway only. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because you got to remember, this is also Neon. Neon doesn't do like this.
Yeah, they're gonna switch it up, dude. There's a twist coming.
There's a twist coming. Now, I want to point something out. I immediately thought this was the 80s until the phones thing because of the calculator watch, which apparently Fatty 316 noticed too. And by the way, somebody asked me about the Wolfman. I was going to talk about that before we wrap up, but before we go to the Patreon. But let's continue on with the trailer here. I'm optimistic.
What we're dealing with here?
I know how we could get some answers. Everybody, join hands together. We're gonna bless the board.
I don't fuck with ghost shit.
Do you fuck with getting brutally murdered outside?
The killer is someone that we all know. The killer is Jason. What? You're like 40 fucking 5 and you still go to summer camp. Yeah. I'm only 24.
Oh, wow. We got a beheading. All right. Oh, okay.
So much blood. Shut. Oh, God, this is bad. That's so much worse than I thought it was gonna be. You know what they say? A bad day at Pinewood is better than a good day anywhere else. The line's been cut. Oh, I've always wanted to say that. We're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Okay, so a couple of observations, B-Show. First and foremost, I'm catching a little Benetton ad vibe there. Because, that's just, I guess, what they think they have to do now. But I'm optimistic because Neon and A24, they do not do these straightforward movies. This is not a Blumhouse. They don't do that. They wouldn't do it for Finn Wolfhard. But the accolades in the trailer about one of the best slasher films from Collider, which is like one of the more politically correct fucking entertainment magazine online genres there. Like, I don't think it's that. I think this might be an entertaining, good, fun movie to watch, but I think they want it to be one of the best. You know what I'm saying, B-Show? Like, they want you to walk in going, this is going to be the best slasher of the year. And then you watch it, you go, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It's poking fun, kind of like Scream did at the genre back in '97. It feels very un-neon to me, and it feels very much like a Blumhouse movie.
It does.
But you know what, though? You know who I blame for that? I blame the crew at Friday the 13th or Jason Inc. or whatever the fuck their production company is called for not getting their shit together. Because if Crystal Lake was out by now,
yeah,
this would be an afterthought.
Wouldn't happen.
Yep.
Yeah, so B-Show, you think you're going to miss? Not going to check it out?
I mean, I'll check it out. I like these kind of, like, what was the movie Harrison Smith made it with? Danielle Harris was in it. It was like this crew that filmed a summer camp murder movie comes back to the summer camp to film a reunion, but it turns into a snuff film. It wasn't terrible, but I still watched it. I like this shit.
It looks entertaining.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Shah, Neon, like you said, I just can't see them doing a Blumhousey horror. It doesn't fit anything they put out.
Yeah, B-Show took the words right out of my mouth, man. This looks like a Blumhouse movie. And it makes me sad to say that because, like, I thought Neon was going to be the new A24 because A24 is kind of going mainstream. I don't see a twist in this one, unfortunately. I mean, I think this is just a straightforward slasher. But you know what it is interesting is we reviewed the trailer for that Valentine's Day slasher last week.
Yeah, Hard Eyes. Yeah, it's getting a lot of press, man.
Yeah, well, I think this might be the year of the slashers because we got this one, we have the Valentine's Day one, we have a Thanksgiving one coming out. And I'm sure there's going to be more sprinkled in between.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's more. Yeah.
Is there a Founders Day movie coming out too or something like that? Or did I miss that?
No, the Thanksgiving sequel's coming out at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is Neon, guys. Like I'm saying, like I have a feeling there's a payoff. Call me. I just don't see Neon for Finn Wolfhard, throwing, they could have just went to fucking Blumhouse. Like, you don't think Blumhouse wants a Finn Wolfhard movie? Stranger Things is a fucking institution. You know, the kid is very
I mean, wouldn't
popular.
they tease that though? Like, why would they not tease?
No. Well, Bodies had a very Shah, if you remember that ending, was very out of fucking left field. I think kind of saved the fucking movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You did not see it. Did you think that ending was the ending of Bodies?
No, but it's still one of my least favorite.
Yeah, me too.
It didn't really fit, their collection.
Yeah, it might be a little too young. But I like the fact that the camp counselor is like 24 and they treat him like it's almost like a wrestling podcast where the guy, they'll watch wrestlers who are in their 50s, but if you can't be a comment on it if you're in your 50s. Anyway, we got another movie we're going to cover called Drop. This is a trailer that came out this week. There was a lot of interesting, weird, fringy trailers that came out. I think this is more of an action film, B-show. If we could just pull that up, I just want to take a look there. But even Chris Matthews, like I was saying, he was saying that with it being neon, he was like, I think it's going to surprise people. That's what we hope for. Do you have that trailer, B?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure this is the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it from Universal?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, because the thumbnails looked a little bit confusing. Here we go.
Okay. Oop. We got nothing.
Oh, shit. There we go. Still getting used to the software.
Okay, yeah, this is a horror film, by the way.
Okay, let's try this.
That house looks like a model.
Oh, wow. Did you mean to dress like a candy cane?
I don't think I should go.
He's been waiting patiently to meet you for months. It's just a date.
I love you. Thank you.
Have fun.
Bye. It's just a date.
Who is this girl? She looks familiar. You guys know who this is?
Hey.
Hi. Sorry, I got a drink because I was nervous.
I had a couple in the car on the way over. Can't believe we're actually doing this.
I mean, you are the first guy who didn't ask
Lots
for
of
a
horror
feed pics.
comedies coming
It's a
out.
second date thing.
And this guy looks familiar, too. Huh? Here we go. Oh, it's the Happy Death Day guy. I like Happy Death Day.
It's just dumb kids trying to mess with you.
That's why this is getting so much press.
That's weird.
I mean, who do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know.
We can figure this out. I think you gotta be within 50 feet to send a drop.
Who is this dude?
So, it's someone in the restaurant.
Looks like Diet Gerard Butler or something.
Oh, shit.
Violet, everything okay?
I'll be right back.
B-show, pause this.
911, what's your emergency?
So, Shah, this is very Blumhousey, right? Like, it's Universal. It's not Blumhouse. It's Blumhouse in conjunction with Universal is the fucking distributor of this movie. But this has a very different tone and color palette. This is like a mainstream horror film.
Honestly, I prefer this over the last one. I
Whoa!
think so far, yeah, I'm more into this. The only Blumhousey part was when the killer was on camera and he was doing that weird corny wave like that.
Word.
That kind of threw me off. But aside from that, this I'm intrigued so far.
Okay, Bisha, but you get what I'm saying. Like the tone, like this is like a PG-13 horror movie to me.
Yeah, it is, and not as fun and lighthearted and ha ha ha.
Right.
I actually kind of like this one so far.
Yeah, let's see where it goes. I just wanted to pause it in case we get a strike.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You need help? Please. What do you want from me?
Oh, wow. I like this.
I can't do that.
Wow.
I'll kill you if you hurt my son.
Fuck that.
Why
Boy,
him?
that
Why
phone
does he
noise
have
is
to
going to
die?
be annoying in this film. I can tell you that.
Run!
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
They chose me for a reason.
Shot of tequila never kill anybody, right?
Why is the babysitter dressed like a good guy?
How's this
now?
date going?
Boy, that noise is really annoying. Jillian Jacobs. Is that the actress? written by the actress Jillian Jacobs. Oh man, Christopher Landon. All right, like Shah, I get like this. That to me looks like mainstream. Like I'm curious about the plot, but it looks like one of these big budgeted, horror movies.
Yeah, it looks like a fun movie, but you're right though. That noise is gonna fucking destroy that movie. Every 3 minutes, that going off or a ding from that's gonna be so.
I'm like,
what, though,
fuck that.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say real quick. I think that the part that's really gonna fuck this whole movie up for me is the fact that the trailer just basically gave away 90% of the movie.
Yeah.
Except the ending. Like I feel like I just watched the whole
killer.
movie.
The killer is obviously.
But every action scene, they teased every action scene probably in the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. People in the chat, like Rich Dow, saying "fuck that noise" and "fuck that movie." Great way to root a movie with an annoying fucking thing. Bisho, what were you gonna say there?
No, I was gonna say, do you guys remember the movie Unfriended? It was all shot by like Skype.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. That was too much for me.
Well, I watched it one night on an iPad with my headphones in, so it was like kind of immersive. And then the next night I was in my basement alone doing some work on my computer, and my dude I was podcasting with called me through Skype, and I'm in the dark in the basement by myself, and then boop, 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 popped in my ear. I fucking jumped out of my chair, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jarek Braxton, thank you for G-checking me. Yeah, Jillian Jacobs is the one I was thinking. She does a lot of voiceovers too. She's fucking pretty hot. Yeah, I would check it. I'm just curious about the plot, but the movie, another horror movie on the fire. I mean, this is just another big horror movie that's coming out. Anyway, we got one trailer. This is an A24. So we're covering all the ground, Shah. We got Neon, we got Universal with Blumhouse, and we got A24.
Yeah, we got the 3 heavy hitters.
We got the 3 heavy hitters. This is an A24 proper movie.
None of them have impressed me so far. Let's see if
let's see if we close it out with Opus.
There's a rumor flying around that Moretti's back. Like, Moretti?
After 30 years outside the public eye,
Malkovich.
pop icon Moretti returns for an exclusive listening experience.
He's bringing you a gift.
This is for Ariel Ecton.
Now, this is the young woman from The Bear, the TV show The Bear. She's hot
It'll be
shit
an
right now.
absolute honor to spend this weekend with you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Kind of.
Ariel, some young blood from the magazine. This is
about a
Clara,
cult.
the most hated sex symbol on TV.
Thank you. How's print media treating you?
Oh shit.
Juliet's cult movies.
Congratulations.
Was that Juliette
and welcome
Lewis?
to this
Oh,
once-in-a-lifetime
yeah.
gathering.
It's about a pop star who became a cult leader.
Be shaven. So,
So Jared
how's the
Leto,
Lady Garden?
literally about him.
Mr. Moretti, we'll be playing the greatest album of modern times.
And it's Malcolm.
Future times, all the times, really. And there is more to come. So much more.
What is it that you guys do?
Would you like to see?
Oh
The
boy.
crowd is upset. Upset that I'm not on stage.
Is this not alarming to you?
The
Is that Julia Lewis? Wow.
I said it like a minute and a half ago.
Oh, I didn't see her. It was so fast. I didn't notice.
Praise.
Are you sure you haven't been drinking with us?
Okay.
I'm into this. Oh yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Whoa. All right, Shah. Did they win you over with their latest output?
Dude, I am so fucking into this right now.
I knew it.
You know?
I knew it.
This is gonna be the first movie I watch this year when it comes out. To the people. 100%. It, like I said, it does remind me of basically them making their own version of Jared Leto's life. 'Cause, like, that's essentially what he did. He dresses in these robes. He has a whole cult. Like that's literally what he's doing. I'm fucking sold on this though, dude. It has like kind of like pop star meets like Midsommar vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like
Creepy,
it.
creepy
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
like it.
trailer, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
B-show, what are you thinking?
I think it looks cool. John Malkovich is the heavy. Sometimes there's just something about his voice that I don't buy
yeah.
as a threatening guy, but as like a cult leader pop star, give him everybody the Kool-Aid treatment. Yeah, I'm in.
And guys, he looks like OG Nosferatu.
He does. I will suck your blood. I'm John. That's a terrible John Malkovich, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, Malkovich is a tough one. You have to either have it or don't have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too difficult. But Bisha, I think this looks fucking fascinating.
it does. And there was a cool part I noticed where like the girl is talking about this isn't alarming anyone, and like, what, you're not drinking with everybody else? So it's like,
Yeah.
are they falling under the spell and she's not because she's not taking the shit? I don't know.
Yeah, the premise, guys, is that he was one of the biggest pop stars in the world, but he quit 30 years ago and no one's seen him. And now he wants to come back, but he has a cult. He's an actual fucking cult leader. Shah, very A24, huh?
They're back, man. I was losing faith earlier,
And just like that.
again, and that's why I'm okay with them, you know, fucking making movies like The Brutalist that I'll never watch, because then they can afford to make movies like this. You know? What's that other movie they put out recently? A Different Man. You know, they're doing all
that's
kinds of
Sebastian Stan won a Golden Globe for that.
But it's about time they go back to their roots, because like the last real A24 horror movie was what? Maxine, and that wasn't even really A24ish. That was kind of like, you know.
It was more of like a genre.
Yeah, but like their last real weird A24 horror movie, I don't know.
Marcel the Shell, I think, would probably count.
I mean, I can't even tell you.
Well, listen, that was a banger fucking trailer. I am very excited. I love that girl from, I can never pronounce her name, from The Bear. She's hot shit right now. So they got her kind of like on the brink of her stardom. And it's got A24 behind it. Bisho, before we head out, I just want to bring this up. Somebody had asked me if you wouldn't mind pull up the Wolfman box office. The reason why I wanted to address this is I was all set to go see this movie. But then I got my puppy. So I was like in puppy time. But I have heard nothing but awful, awful things about it. And I'm fairly certain it bombed. Can we just see what it opened with? I heard it just didn't hit at all.
Looks like it opened at 31 million, but it's done 61 domestic and 77 international.
That's not a bomb. I wouldn't consider that a bomb at all.
It's almost made back its budget of 150 million.
Well, I think it got poor audience scores, but as far as that goes. But Shah, I'm very impressed with this box office. I think that's just the power of marketing.
Yeah, and you know, it is a Universal movie. Like it's a remake. You know, werewolf movie, Blumhouse. They're good at marketing. It makes sense. You know, usually their movies do well, except last year they tanked everything they put out last year.
Everything they put out was
which, not to be a hater, like I enjoyed it because everything they put out last year was dog shit. That AI movie, teddy bear movie, the Night Swim, like trash. The fucking worst three movies.
These are terrible scores though. 53% critics, 57% audience.
That's awful.
It's terrible. You know.
It looked like shit though. Like I saw what the werewolf looks like. I was like, dude, this is what?
Yeah. I was just scared. Don Stoney saw it. He said his wife hated it. Don Stoney, I don't know if you liked it or not though.
I think this might be the wrong Wolfman. Let me try again.
Oh yeah, you're in the wrong one. Just Wolf.
Oh yeah, this is from like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I was gonna say I don't think it did this kind of money.
It's made $18 18 million worldwide so far.
Okay, it bombed.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And he said he's indifferent towards it. I'll watch it.
Pulled up the Anthony Hopkins.
You pulled up like Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins. That's why it did 30 fucking million.
The poster is similar.
This movie couldn't do 30 million if it was in theaters for a year. I don't think it could do 30 million.
Opened
that's
at 10 million.
poor.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty piss poor. Can we see what the audience score was for this though? Because
no, that was correct. 50.
That was correct. Yeah, it's awful. I mean, it's Don Stoney. I was all set to go and leave my new puppy, but then I decided to stay home and clean pee. But we're gonna head over to the Patreon. We have a bunch of stuff to get to there.
Including what Joe Punches is
Joe Punches. We're going to be addressing that in the Patreon. But consider go to patreon.com/Spitball Media. $5. You'll get a shit ton of exclusive content. We're going to record the Don Stoney exclusive. It's not exclusive for Don Stoney, but it is his theme this weekend. And then the following weekend, we'll be doing the Q&A. So you still have time to get your questions in. You want to go to patreon.com/Spitball Media. $5. Let's plug some friends. Let's plug Hey Now Rich Dow. He's got a podcast along with Deathmatch Outlaws, the Drew Yari Experience, Cassette Classics 86 on YouTube, the Down Under Thundercast, Don, Tony, and Kevin Castile. Wrestling Soup, big announcement. I will be joining Wrestling Soup for Royal Rumble, post-Rumble coverage. I get a couple. I guess that's in the. I don't even know when the fuck
2
Rumble is.
weeks.
2 weeks. That'll be fun. I'll be happy to be doing that. We have the Human Experience podcast. We have Necromaniacs. You want to be checking them out for all the horror stuff each and every week. Mojo and Dirk's Most Dastardly Show. The Garden of Doom. We have the Old Guy Metalcast. We have MJW Games, Cherry Jesus on YouTube and his band Kaiser. Our good friend Sam Hoyos' band Playing Dead. He's putting out hit after hit, and he's got his Red River podcast, of course. The Bayou Geeks. That's Fat Day 3016. The High Marks podcast, Midnight Mass Creature Cast. The Weekly Detour with Anthony Allison and Teddy. And, of course, the Guns and Geeks podcast. And, Shah, you want them hitting that subscribe there on the old Planet Mondo, don't you?
Yeah, please do. There's a ton of content on there. A lot of it is physical media content. A lot of it is just movie reviews that are timeless, so you can go check those out. Planet Mondo. And follow me on Instagram as well, planet.mondo.
Planet.mondo. And, of course, the B-Show Brian channel. B-Show, we want them hitting that subscribe button over there, don't we?
Yes, please. bshowbrian.com will take you to the channel. I haven't put anything new up yet. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. But
Okay.
there's plenty of old stuff there, retrospective, mini docs.
Mini
on some
docs.
slashers of the night. Yeah, it's almost like a little dachshund, right? That's what I think.
I love
when
it.
People say
Mini docs.
But yeah, go there, check it out, like and subscribe, and tell me what you think.
And, of course, you're going to also want to go over to our YouTube channel, Spitball Media. Hit like and subscribe. Spread the word. Consider going to the Patreon. Give yourself that gift for Valentine's Day coming up. Love yourself. I mean, you could love yourself, and then when you clean up, you could subscribe to the Patreon over at Spitball Media, patreon.com/Spitball Media.
Speaking of love, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But speaking of love, if you haven't left us a review on Apple or wherever you listen to podcasts, if you could please do that, because I think the most recent ones were some angry wrestling nerd virgins fucking anger bombing us over some shit that someone said on Twitter.
Oh, they're going to get even more mad after the Rumble, but probably.
We should start reading those reviews on the air.
No, because then people will do it just to get it read, B-Show.
Oh,
hello.
shit.
You know, come on. You're a parent. You know how this works.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Don Stoney, he'll be checking out Patreon all weekend. Yeah, we're going to record your show over the weekend. And, of course, get in your Q&A for January. I'm sure the Q&A is going to be fucking a lollapalooza of questions. I am very happy to announce that I will be doing that Royal Rumble over at Soup. It's a long time coming. I know a lot of you people have asked me about that. So thank you guys for checking us out tonight. We had a great fucking time. And we're heading over to Patreon, but we'll see you guys next week on the regular show.